Hello, my name's Andrew Flintham and I'm here today to tell you about my vintage vinyl record shows. A lot of people have been asking me why they can't see them on the internet. There's a couple of reasons for that really. The first one is security, copyright security, using other people's material. And the second reason is that most of the gigs that I do are at private parties or venues, etc., and they don't want me filming, especially if I'm doing things like care home gigs, which is vulnerable people, and for obvious reasons I can't record there. Great thing about the vinyl shows is that I'm using this old Dynatron record player which has got an absolutely superb sound. I believe it is a 1968 model and it makes records sound like they should really sound. You're not going to get this on CDs because when you use a CD it's not got all the harmonics and things in that gives the sound the warmth and the clarity, etc. The show's been described as being like a radio show but without the radio. There's lots of different ways that we can approach this. I mean, if you're an enthusiast of a certain era in music, then I can put you together a show of vintage easy listening music or a 80s show or something like this. We can add lots of stories and things in between the records. We can even have game show type events where we've got things like You Are the Disco is one show I do where the audience come up and they pick a record out, we put it on at random and then we all vote whether we like it or not. Take it off if we don't like it, leave it on if we do like it. I also do a few impersonations as well. I've been in the music business now, entertainment and acting well, for quite a number of years, and some of you may have seen me in some of my other videos on YouTube and things like this. I've acted with quite a few stars, worked with a few stars in studio and things, and I've had quite a career of it actually. So what I've got is a whole lot of experience that you might like to check out on my website. That's andrewflintham.co.uk. That's Flintham. I'm also the guy behind Britain's biggest selling wildlife album, the Breckland's Dawn Chorus. If you'd like to check that out, that's brecklandsdawnchorus.com. There's all sorts of information on there as well. You could also go to YouTube and have a look at my videos on there. But to put together a package for you, it can be used for all sorts of events, even advertising backup for corporate companies, promotional events, etc. I can go nationwide or even abroad with a specialist package to fit in, you know, properly with your event, so that I can sort of big you up. Like I say, I have got acting skills and things like that that we can mix into the event, but primarily it's about hearing great music that you might not have heard for years, or that you'd be really enthusiastic about hearing it played on a fantastic record player, because it sounds like nothing you've heard before unless you've got really high-end stereo, and not many people have got that now. So there is that aspect about it which I'm really keen for people to hear. There's some absolutely fantastic music about today and I love listening to it, but what my shows are about are vinyl. Most of the stuff today, as you know, is you can download it onto your iPod and things like that and wiggle about and do your thing. Fantastic. But if you want to get back to the age of vinyl records and discover the excitement that there used to be there with this kind of music, the recording techniques, they were all recorded in old studios. Every studio had its own sound, and this is why we have a huge variety of different types of excitement that we've got on records. And I've got a huge collection of records that I'll be really happy to come along and play for you and talk to you about them. I mean, some of the stories that I've got about studios and microphones and recording equipment, it seems like techie stuff, but it's all important for what actually goes into making these records, because it was exciting. When I got into this business at the age of 17 or 18, it was really exciting, and we'd had all these things gone before. The production was in the music, the energy was in the music, the enthusiasm was in the music, and it comes over on the record, which it doesn't do on CD. I'm fully insured as well, and CRB cleared, just as a side point there, but we could do all sorts of different ways of approaching me coming and doing a show for you. It's suitable for half a dozen, 12 people, if you just want a connoisseur's musical evening, or if you want me to put on a big show in a theatre or larger venue, clubs, pubs, etc. A package can be put together to cater for all those events. It's not a stiffy show, it's all about great fun and having a good laugh about it. So if you want to hear some really great songs that are recorded on vinyl and sound like they ought to sound, then please do book me up and we'll have a chat and put together a package for you, and we'll make your evening.